Today I am going to show my project based on science and technology. My model name is water wheel. Do you know what is a water wheel or have you ever heard about it? If not, I will explain it to you. A water wheel is a machine that converts the energy of water to use power. Here, water is used to produce wind energy. I will show you how it works. This is the water and this is the container. I'll pour water here. When I pour the water comes from here and the fan moves. This produces wind energy. This is a 100% free wind energy by using water. Apart from this, I have a science experiment for you which is based on coronavirus, that how washing our hands can prevent COVID-19. So, the ingredients you need for this experiment is water, powder or pepper, soap. Here I have used soap, that is why I have put some water to hydrate it. So, the water acts here at the surface or the place where virus is there, and the pepper and powder acts as the germs and bacteria. So I have unwashed hands here. I'll dip my one finger here. You can see nothing happened. Instead, my hand became dirty. Ew. Now I'll wash my hand with this soap nicely. Now I have washed hands. Now I'll dip it. You can see the difference. Here the germs go away and my hand is protected from germs. So this is how we can learn that washing our hand is so important. We should wash our hands at least 20 seconds with soap and water in order to prevent COVID-19 and other diseases also. So washing hand is very important. So this was my project of water wheel, wind energy using water, and experiment on COVID-19, that how we can wash our hands and prevent the COVID-19 virus and other viruses. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Ashleisha Putin from grade 50 and I am glad to present my terrace farming model. I created this using cardboard, colored paper, plastic grass, trees and some ready-made showpieces. I chose terrace farming as my topic because the hills and mountains are eroded and are resulting in landslides causing loss of life and crops. So now let us understand what is terrace farming. Terrace farming is a method of farming whereby steps known as terraces are built onto the slopes of hills and mountains to be used for crop cultivation. Terrace farming was invented by the Inca people who live in South American mountains. Terrace farming is commonly used in Asia by rice-growing countries such as Vietnam, Philippines and Indonesia. Apart from rice cultivation, terraces are also used to grow potatoes and maize. So how does terrace farming work? So when it rains, instead of rain carrying away plants, soil and nutrients down the slope, it flows to the next level. Every step has an outlet which channels water to the next step. There are two types of terracing known as graded terracing and level terracing. Benefits of terrace farming are: 1. Terrace farming prevents the washing away of soil nutrients by the rains. This leads to growth of healthy crops. 2. It prevents carrying away of plants by the heavy flowing rivers of water. 3. Terraces help in reduction of soil erosion and water loss. 4. Terrace farming makes the idle hillside land to become protected. 5. Lastly, terraces trap rainwater, allowing the people to engage in cultivation of water-intensive crops such as rice.
and healthy life amongst nature and technology. Smart city mostly operates on alternative energy sources like solar or water energy, so that pollution can be avoided and nature can be restored. Well, now let me take you through my smart city to explain it further. In the model smart city, you can observe a proper balance between greenery and construction. Roads are fenced by the trees to have shades and oxygen. Buildings have solar panel on its top which supplies power amongst nature and technology. Smart city mostly operates on alternative energy sources like solar or water energy, so that pollution can be avoided and nature can be restored. Well, now let me take you through my smart city to explain it further. In the model smart city, you can observe a proper balance between greenery and construction. Roads are fenced by the trees to have shades and oxygen. Buildings have solar panel on its top which supplies power to the all buildings and the city. Thank you.
Demonstrated my project for the Nirmaan exhibition at the eclipse. So, do you know what is an eclipse? An eclipse occurs when the sun, earth and the moon comes in a straight line and cast shadows on each other. This is called an eclipse. There are two types of eclipse, lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. During the solar eclipse, the moon comes between the sun and the earth and the moon's shadow fall on the earth. This is called a solar eclipse. In the lunar eclipse, the earth comes between the sun and the moon and the earth's shadow fall on the moon. This is called a lunar eclipse. To demonstrate this project, I have a torch representing as my sun and two balls demonstrating the earth and the moon. So now I am going to turn off the lights. In the solar eclipse, we can see that the moon and the earth are opaque objects and the moon does not let the sunlight go through it. So there is a shadow formed on the earth. This is called a solar eclipse. During the lunar eclipse, we see that the earth and the moon are opaque objects and the earth do not let the sunlight go through it and cast a shadow on the moon. This is called a lunar eclipse.
Topic is recycling of plastic for making roads, walls, furniture, etc. Need for plastic roads and walls. As we all know that plastic is a non-biodegradable waste and which is not easy to decompose. And burning of plastic causes lot of environment pollution. Plastics mainly cause density pollution. So it's a very good idea of waste plastic roads and walls. Are plastic roads better than the normal ones? Plastic roads are better than the standard ones as they need less wear for repair and they have better flexibility which results in less rotting. Plastic roads last higher lifespan than of the concrete normal ones. Materials to be used. Waste plastic in shredded form. Better with 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 grades. Aggregate 20 and 10 mm. Stone dust and lime as filter. Advantages of plastic roads. Better resistance on water stagnation and rainwater. Stronger road with Marshall stability value. No stripping and potholes. increases better binding and bonding of the mixes. The maintenance cost of these roads are also zero. Plastic tiles and floorings. As you all can see, the plastic tiles and floorings, these are looking so beautiful. These are nothing but the waste plastic flooring and tiles. This is just a DIY plastic wall and tile. Waste plastic walls. Plastic wall is a very creative idea, isn't it? Well, it gives you a high gloss quality, creativity, innovative and versatile, and it prevents leakage. So what do we conclude? As the population increases, the solid waste also increases proportionally. The best alternative is the usage of plastic as construction material. Assuring a good disposal would be a satisfactory extent, benefiting the future generation for a good waste management. So here is a building construction with plastic bricks. It looks so beautiful, isn't it? And these are some flooring and tiles of waste plastic. And this is a road made up of waste plastic. Bye. Hope you enjoyed and understood the concept.
Now, Manpreet Kohli, I am going to explain you the process of water harvesting. Water harvesting is a process in which rainwater is collected and stored. In this process, there is a collection tank which is connected to a pipe, and that pipe leads you to another tank which is on the roof of our house. This water helps us in a lot of household works. In this process, water is not wasted and saved. Thank you.
Speak about drip irrigation. Drip irrigation is a type of micro irrigation system that has the potential to save water and nutrients by allowing the water to drip slowly from the roots to the plants, either from above the surface or below the surface. The goal is to place the water directly to the root zone and minimize evaporation. Here I have made a project on drip irrigation. This is a motor which pulls water from the well and goes in the big tank. From the tank we have small pipes that are connected to the tank, and in the pipes we have small outlets to let the water drip in the soil. This is a valve that helps us to control the water, so it is not necessary you have to keep your water motor running. In this manner, we are saving electricity and water. Thank you. Now I'll show you how my project works. So we have started the project. So as you can see, the water from the pipe is slowly going in these small pipes. So as you can see, water has started to drip in the soil.
Here we are with our farmhouse. This farmhouse is used in various ways, and this swimming pool we have made from technology. So let me explore you. So here is entrance of our farmhouse. So here we have a well, and here we have a swimming pool. And also we have an organic farm and also a cow shed which is needed for this cow. We also have a house to live in this beautiful place. We have grown beautiful small crops here. There are also growing crops right now because of this beautiful farmhouse. We have used this grasses and trees.
Technology in dentistry. There are many technology in dentistry, but talking all of them is not possible. So today I am going to tell you one of the technology which is root canal treatment technology. Many years ago, when the tooth was grossly carious, it was being extracted by the dentist. But now, due to root canal treatment technology, the dentist can save our tooth. Let me explain you the technique. This is our mouth with healthy teeth surrounded by healthy gums. This is the longitudinal section of a healthy tooth. This is again the model of longitudinal section of a healthy tooth. There are three stages of dental caries. First, enamel caries, second, dentin caries, and third is pulp caries. The visible part of the tooth is known as enamel. Below the enamel there is a layer known as dentin. Below dentin there is blood supply which is known as pulp. When the caries reach at the level of enamel, it is known as enamel caries. When the caries reach at the level of dentin, it is known as dentin caries. When the caries reach in the pulp chamber, it is known as pulp caries. When there is a pulp caries, we have to use the technology called root canal treatment. The symptoms of pulpal cavity is deep continuous shooting pain. This is how it is performed. Step 1. Opening is made in anesthetized tooth. Step 2 is infection is removed through file. Step 3 is canals are filled with gataparcha. Step 4 is opening is sealed. Step 5 is the tooth preparation is done. Step 6 is crown is cemented. Root canal is advised when severe toothache during eating or drinking anything very cold or hot, constant tooth pain during eating, darkening of the tooth, and the swelling of gums. I hope that root canal is now bit.
Yes, technology. Technology is what is making life easier day by day. So I have used technology and science to create a robot. Yes, not the one that is made in the tech labs, but the one that is made by using things that are available at home in this corona pandemic. So, let me present you my Zozo robot. Have you ever found yourself in a situation in which you are injured and sitting in the hall room or any other room? You need a glass of water, but nobody can come outside because everyone is busy. So, for that, Zozo robot is there. The person in the kitchen can get the glass of water on Zozo, and then Zozo can bring it out to you. Isn't that easy? It is also helpful in medical emergencies, like when someone needs a bandage or for elderly people who need medicines on time. So the person can put the medicines on Zozo robot and send it outside where the elderly people are sitting. It is also useful in situations when someone comes from outside and they need sanitizer, but since their hands are dirty, nobody can pass the sanitizer to them. So Zozo robot is there. You can put the sanitizer on Zozo robot and then send it outside. The person standing on the gate or the entrance of your house can pick up the sanitizer and use it properly to sanitize his or her hands. So you see, Zozo robot is really helpful, isn't it? So, thank you.
Worked on vertical organic farming, and I will explain you the importance and merits of this project. As we know, the world population is keep on growing. Feeding it will be a huge challenge due to the industrial development and urbanization. Due to the we are losing arable lands every day. We all know that most of food what we are taking nowadays farming with full of pesticides, fertilizers. In this situation, farming in traditional methods is challenging. Vertical farming can be answer to this challenge. Using controlled environment agriculture (CEA) technology. In vertical farming, crops can grow indoors under artificial conditions of light, humidity and temperatures. It aims in higher productivity in smaller or limited spaces. Vertical farming can also allow us produce more crops to the same square footage of growing area. Vertical farming allows us to produce crop with 70 to 90% less water than required to normal cultivation. It uses soilless methods such as hydroponics, aquaponics and aeroponics. This is vertical farming and this is aquaponics and hydroponics. This is my project model. It is a combination of aquaponic and hydroponic and a vertical drip farming. Aquaponic is a combination of aquaculture with hydroponics. Aquaculture means raising animals such as fish, prawns, snails, crayfish in tank, etc. Hydroponic means cultivating plants in water. And in vertical drip farming, cultivating of flowers such as rose gold and marigold penny and denny. I will tell advantages of vertical organic farming. It offers a plan to handle future food demands. It allows crop to grow year around. It uses significantly less water.
What it produces and which is the earliest known dam. Today I am going to explain all of these. A dam is a barrier that stops or restricts the flow of water of underground streams. Reservoirs created by dams not only supplies us floods but also provide water for human consumption, irrigation, navigability, aquaculture, industrial use, etc. Hydropower is often used in conjunction with dams to generate electricity. A dam not only provides electricity but also provides water or storage of water which can be evenly distributed between locations. Dam is a general purpose for retaining water, while other structures such as floodgates or leaves, also known as dikes, manage or prevent water from flowing into specific features. I am going to explain one disadvantage to you that dams kills fish and other aquatic life because they prevent from the migration of fish and deplete oxygen
oven. This is the solar oven. To make this, you will need aluminum foil, a waste box, black paper, tape and some scissors. In order to make this, you will have to cover all the sides of the box with aluminum foil and place a black paper as the base. It should look something like this when it's done. And now let's see how it works.
Go.
I'm going to use natural sunlight as power for my oven. And today I'm going to make a very simple dish, which is a biscuit chocolate sandwich, for which you will need 2 biscuits and a piece of chocolate. And I have placed my chocolate biscuit sandwich in a plate covered with aluminum foil, and now I'm going to place it in my solar oven. And now I'm going to place this plate in my solar oven like this, and I'm going to leave this in the sun for an hour or so. It depends on how sunny the day is. Now I'm going to place it like this and leave it in the sun. Now this has been sitting in the sun for almost an hour. As it is winters, it wasn't a sunny day, and this is how it looks. Now let's see how well our sandwich has turned out. The chocolate has melted, as you can see. And now I'm going to close the sandwich. And now you can enjoy your chocolate sandwich. I have made this delicious snack using only natural sunlight and materials using what I have available at my house. I hope you try and enjoy this snack. Thank you.
This is my farm. Now I will give you a presentation on organic farming. A farm is a piece of land where used to grow plants and raise animals. The people who grow plants and raise animals are called farmers. This work is known as farming. Farming is an important occupation because everyone needs food and clothes to survive. Farm produce all kinds of plants, animal, wool, cotton which people eat and wear throughout the world. Farmers work long hard hours. Farmers also use tractor for farming works. Thank you. I am going to present a project on self-driving cars. A self-driving car, also known as an autonomous vehicle connected at autonomous vehicle CAV, full self-driving car or driverless car or robo-car or robotic car, is a vehicle that is capable of sensing its environment and moving safely with no or little human input. Self-driving cars combine a variety of sensors to perceive their surroundings, such as radar, lidar, sonar, GPS, odometry, inertial measurement units. Advanced control interpret sensors information to identify appropriate navigation paths as well as obstacle and relevant signage. Connected vehicle platoons and long-distance trucking are seen as being at forefront of adopting or implementing the technology.
This controllers, the bridge will come up. Now I will show you this process.
lunar eclipse and solar eclipse.
Light travels in a straight line, and any object that's between the line casts a shadow, and this project is about this theme.
A solar eclipse occurs when a portion of the earth is engulfed in the cast shadow by the moon, which partially or totally blocks the sunlight. It occurs when the sun, moon and earth are aligned together. So, this is sun, moon and earth. So, sun's light is directly falling to moon and the moon's shadow is directly falling at a portion of the earth. So, this is earth. So, as you could see, this is a dark spot over here. So, this is called as penumbra. If you were standing over here, you could see a total solar eclipse. You could see a little shadow over at the edge, and this is called as penumbra. This layer is called penumbra, and if you were standing out here, so you would see a partial solar eclipse. So this is all about solar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes in between the sun and moon. So we are currently unable to see moon because of the earth's shadow. But we could see moon when it comes out of the earth's shadow. So you could see here. This is because of the lunar eclipse.
Points to remember: light travels in the same straight line.
A telescope helps us to calculate and get information about lunar eclipse, solar eclipse and other space objects. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to Nirmaan exhibition. My name is Abhinit Tiwari and my Nirmaan exhibition topic is the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. This is the model which will help us to understand how the solar and the lunar eclipse occurs. This is the sun, earth and the moon. Now I will tell you some facts about the solar eclipse. When the moon comes in the between of the sun and the earth and the moon's shadow falls on the earth is known as solar eclipse. Now I will show you a practical how the solar eclipse occurs. I will switch off a light for a few seconds, then you can notice that the moon's shadow will fall on the earth. Friends, now you can see that the moon has blocked the sunlight of the earth and the moon's shadow is falling on the earth and is known as solar eclipse. Okay, so friends, now I will give you short details about the lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes in the between of the sun and the moon, and the earth's shadow falls on the moon is known as the lunar eclipse. Now I will again show you the practical with the help of the model. Okay, so friends, with this help of this model, you can notice that the earth is blocking the sunlight by reaching the moon and the earth's shadow is falling on the moon, and this is how the lunar eclipse occurs. Okay, so friends, now I'll explain you the topic by the help of this picture. Now this is an amazing fact about the eclipses, the total solar eclipse. So in the total solar eclipse, what happens that the moon blocks the sunlight from reaching it to earth. But what happens that the sun and the sunlight are blocked completely. And the same opposite is with the lunar eclipse. In the lunar eclipse, what happens that the sun blocks the sunlight from reaching it to moon, but the earth and the sunlight is covered totally. And these are the some of the parts of the solar eclipses. This is the umbra. Umbra is the dark line or the shadow which falls on the earth, and the penumbra is the remaining light of the sun. And this is the orbit of the moon, and this is the
The topic of solar system, let us explore about the planets. The solar system consists of 8 planets. The name of these 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars being the inner planets, and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune being the outer planets. These 8 planets have one yellow dwarf star called the Sun. Now let us study deeper about the planets. Let us start with the Sun. The Sun is a big red ball of fire. It is a yellow dwarf star. It gives light to all planets in our solar system. It is very bright. It is a source of energy in the solar system. Now let us move on to Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is the closest planet to the Sun. Mercury takes 88 Earth days to revolve around the Sun. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is the hottest and the brightest planet. It takes 225 days for Venus to revolve around the Sun. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is where life exists. Earth is the densest planet in the solar system. It takes 365 days for Earth to revolve around the Sun. Earth has a natural satellite. It is called the Moon. The Moon revolves around the Earth. Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. It is called the red planet. Mars takes 687 Earth days to revolve around the Sun. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter takes 12 Earth years to revolve around the Sun. It is the fifth planet from the Sun. Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. It is the sixth planet from the Sun. It takes Saturn 30 Earth years to revolve around the Sun. Saturn has a pair of rings. These rings consist of ice, dust and rock. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It is the coldest planet. It takes Uranus 84 Earth years to revolve around the Sun. Neptune. Neptune is also called the blue planet. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. Neptune takes 165 Earth years to revolve around the Sun. Other than the planet, there are other substances in our solar system. For example, the asteroids and the comets. Asteroids. Asteroids are large rock-type substances. When millions of asteroids come together and form a belt, it is called an asteroid belt. The first asteroid belt in our solar system is located between Mars and Jupiter, and the second asteroid belt is located between Neptune and Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet. Comets. Comets are small icy solar system bodies that when passing close to the Sun looks like a tail. The last comet seen on Earth was the Halley's Comet.
In our daily life, we merely observe as well as be a part in creating different types of pollutions. Now I am going to explain you. This is a factory which is releasing different types of smoke in the atmosphere like sulfur, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. So this is known as air pollution. It pollutes our whole environment and it causes different types of diseases like asthma. Now, water pollution. This factory and this society is having a drainage which is releasing different types of waste in the water body and polluting it. It is not good for us as well as our environment. It causes many diseases like jaundice and typhoid. Noise pollution. This is a sugar mill. It is making a lot of noise and as well as here the cars are honking a lot which is making a lot of noise. It is annoying the people living here and destroying our whole environment. Soil pollution. This is a house which is having a drainage which is releasing different types of non-biodegradable waste like plastic. Because of this, the soil is getting polluted and the trees are not growing. Even the crops are not growing at all. So this is known as soil pollution. Now, I am going to tell you how we can reduce pollution by doing two ways. Planting trees is very important, and we should use 3 R's: reuse, reduce and recycle. Now, I am ending my speech by telling 2 slogans. Be a part of solution, not a part of pollution, and if we will save nature, then only nature will save us.
As you can see, I have prepared the model of acid rain. I will explain about my model. These are the factories releasing the chemicals in the air. Chemical is released in the air, it is absorbed by the cloud. When it is released by the cloud, it is the form of acid rain. Of acid rain are the death of animals, fish and plants. The anthropogenic cause of acid rain are factories, motor vehicles, coal-based power plants, domestic fire smelters. Acid rain is caused by a chemical reaction that begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are released into the air. These substances can rise very high into the atmosphere where they mix and react with oxygen and water. They mix and react with other chemicals to form a acid pollutant. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide dissolve very easily in water and can be carried very far by the wind. As a result, the two compounds can travel long distance where they become part of the rain, snow and fog that we experience. Which water reservoirs are polluted, which is consumed by animals and fishes, and they die, and we can also get affected as we consume the fish. I will explain about acid rain in detail. Of acid rain are biological process, volcano emission and lightning. Thank you everyone.
Real-world problems are considered to be technology. Now we live at an age where we are surrounded by technology in some or another way. The ever-changing nature of the evolution of the science and technology field has made efficiently our life faster. The work that could be have taken when technology was not around is now achievable. Hydraulics is a technology and applied science using engineering, chemistry and other sciences involving the mechanical properties and use of liquids. At a very basic level, hydraulics is a liquid conquer part of pneumatics, which consists gases. Fluid mechanics provides the theoretical foundation for hydraulics, which focuses on the applied engineering using the properties of fluids. In its fluids power application, hydraulics is used for the generation, control and transmission of power by the use of pressurized liquids. Hydraulics topics range through the some parts of science and most of engineering modules and cover concepts such as pipe flow, dam, design, fluids and fluid control security. The principles of hydraulics are in use naturally in the human body within the vascular system and the electrical tissue. free surface hydraulic system.
Dealing in flow, such as occurring in lakes, seas, ponds.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is my summer love. Been waiting for you, my love. Your smile so bright.
Solar panels. India is an agricultural country, but the farming and irrigation techniques are still the same. This model is a real farm with wheat, barley, and some vegetables. The irrigation method that I have used is using a solar water pump, which gets the power from solar energy. Now I will talk more about the solar pump. These solar pumps need to be fully submerged inside the water to work. These and such pumps can at least last for 25 years. These pumps are directly operated by solar panels. Rainwater harvesting is mainly used in farming. This is a huge tank. These types of tanks can be used for rainwater harvesting. These tanks are used to store the water from the water source, like wells that can be very far from the fields. Now I will demonstrate about this solar submerged pump. We need to press this button and the water is transferred here. Now I will stop it. From here the water is transferred here, and from here it gets where it is lot of needed. The extra water will pass on to these crops and further. Thank you. And thank you all for viewing my project, and I also thank you my school to give us an opportunity to make these types of projects for the Nirmaan exhibition. Thank you. Bye.
Now I am going to show you a lemon volcano experiment. Citric acid, which is released into the lemon juice when mashing the fruit, reacts with the baking soda that you pour over the lemon. As soon as they both combine, carbon dioxide gas is produced and creates bubbly foam. This is exactly what you see. As soon as they both combine, carbon dioxide gas is produced and creates bubbly foam. Thank you.
Solar energy, wind energy and biogas plant. Let us move to solar energy. So this is a landscape of village where people charge their farming equipments with the help of solar energy. Now as you can see, the battery of the car or the tractor, you can say, is charging now with the help of the solar energy. So whenever the sunlight falls on it, it starts acting. It starts charging. Now let us move to wind energy. Wind energy. As you can see, these are blades. I have added a pulley to make a rotation dynamo rotation to generate the power. But in real life, winds make the rotation of windmills.
This is used here to give electricity to the village. Now let us move to our biogas plant. Biogas plant is used for cooking. As you can see over here, the pipeline of biogas plant is located over here, which is connected to the house. So it is used for the cooking. Thank you.
What is deforestation in our Nirmaan project?
So what is deforestation?
Deforestation is the decrease of forest areas across the world. It negatively affects our climate, biodiversity and natural ecosystem. So now I am going to tell you deforestation with trees. So you can see as in the model one there are so many trees. So the water we get is clean. So we should plant more and more trees to keep the water clean and healthy.
Now I'll tell you something about deforestation without trees. As you can see, the water is muddy in model 2 because there are no trees here. That's why we should plant more and more trees and save water to keep it clean like this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reaches to the root zone. It works to drip slowly. Drip irrigation can work from both above and under the surface of the soil. It works efficiently to ensure that all your plants get what they need. Through drip irrigation system works slow, it makes sure that the work is done properly. It drips water straight into the root zone and also minimize evaporation. There are some networks which also use to distribute water equally among all the plants. These are valves, pipes, tubing, etc. Now I will turn on the pump. And now you can see that the water goes to the tank. The water supplied by the tank goes to the drip tube. From there, it goes to the end sleeve. In the drip tube, the water comes from the hole and goes to the root in equal amount. Now you can see that the water comes from the holes from the drip tube. So this was the process of drip irrigation of my project. You can easily use drip irrigation in farms, commercial gardens, residential gardeners, greenhouses. It can also be used where water scarcity is present. Drip irrigation can be effective for roots and crops like tree like coconut, grapes, berries, strawberries, sugarcane, cotton, maize and tomato. For efficient use and mainline with black flow converter, hook up a controller with it. A filter can be used. The filter makes sure that no extra particle will go into the tube without water coming. Connect a pressure regulator with it so that you can control the water supply. A good drainage system gives moisture and nutrients along with water. Water is the most important ingredient from farms. Equal water distribution makes it easy for plants to grow. Drip irrigation system ensures that all your plants get water equally. Thank you.
So, as you can see, a fan is attached to the windmill. You all know what a windmill is. A windmill is a long, tall structure that have long sails which were previously used as for grinding grains and now used as producing electricity. So, as the windmill gets moved, the electricity is traveling through the wire into the house and the bulb in the house is lighted up. So, as you can see that it is moving because of the wind. So now we learned what is a windmill and how the bulb is getting lighted up in the house. Now let us know how I made this product. First, you need to make a base of cardboard. It should be very strong to hold these both. Second, you need to take a long structure of cardboard like this and attach a fan and DC motor to it. And you need to stick it on the base. Second, you need to take this type of pieces of cardboard that should be of same size at the opposite sides, like this, and you need to make a roof of it. Then you need to take some batteries and take some wire and attach it to the batteries. Then it will start moving. So this was all about my project. Project electric windmill. Thank you.
Newtonian disk. As we all know that the white light is made up of 7 colors, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. If we rotate these 7 colors in a high speed, we will see a white color. For this project, I have used a paper that has 7 colors, motor, some wires, weight and batteries. Now let's see the practical. I am switching on the switch. See, it is rotating. Thank you. Digital farming can be defined as the use of technology by farmers to integrate financial and field level records for complete farm activity management. Digital farming gives farmers access to timely available insights so they can adopt best practice and manage the farm more efficiently. This is solar mobile app operated in advanced digital technology farming. With this, we can make our farming progress more advanced. First function is the farm irrigation water pump. Farm irrigation water pump operated by mobile app. Farmer can on and off water supply anywhere from the field. So farmers can prevent against electrical shock and injury. Second function is the UV light. Protection. We built UV light bulb supply all around the farm. UV LED bulbs are used for pest control in farm. They protect the farm from insects and birds. Third function is we use the ultrasonic sound buzzer used for protection for farm against cattle and other animals. We use the solar energy power to run all
all the functions. Solar panel stores the sun energy and we use this energy as electrical source. This is advanced digital farming project. Every farmer should adopt this digital farming technology. Thank you.
Good morning and a warm welcome to ma'am. I'm Vyom Jain and today I'm gonna show a cooler made by me at home and in an easy way. So this is a cooler which is made by mainly 5 components which are 9-volt battery, switch, 6-volt DC motor, cardboard and some wires. So this is a kind of cooler which can really help us on a small scale and by consuming very less power, and you can even make it at home and easily. So let us start with the making and use. This is the air cooler. This is the 6-volt DC motor. These are some wires. This is the 9-volt battery. This is the switch. This is how it works. Thank you for seeing my project. Hope we will meet again.
Good morning, my name is Inti Lakotia from grade 1E.
Good morning, my name is Hemang Lakotia from grade 5A. This is a project of simple electric circuit. This shows how the electric bulb works.
We need one battery, one switch, one bulb.
Then we need to connect the positive wire of battery to the switch. And then we need to connect the negative wire of battery to the bulb and to the switch. Now you can see how the bulb gets on. Now you can see when we off this, so the current breaks down, so the bulb doesn't get lighted, and when we on the light, the current starts flowing, so the bulb gets lighted.
Myself Krishnam Datta, studying in grade 5th. Today I am going to show you a model of an electric lift. An electric lift is used to carry people among the floors vertically. It is similar to the pulley system. The pulley system is used to draw water from the well. Only the difference is that the pulley system works manually, whereas the electric lift works under certain mechanism. The electric lift works with the help of a sheave which is connected with a strong metallic rope, which works with the electric motor. For example, if we switch on a button, the lift will go up or down or stop. Let me show you how the lift works. It goes up, now it goes down and it stops. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Suhana Jain from grade 5th A, and today my topic is organic farming. As you all know, the food we eat is consumed to be highly nutritious, but few of us knows the chemical that goes cultivating the food. Answer for this is organic farming. Organic farming is a technique from which we use natural resources like air, water and soil. Advantages of organic farming are reduce air, conserve water, reduce soil erosion. So, the process for organic farming is, the first step is animal husbandry, from which we get cow manure. Then green leafy manure, which we get from the plants. Here are the two sources of water, the well and the tube well. In organic farming, I have used vertical farming method. Vertical farming method is the practice of growing crops in vertical layer. Here I have used dipping irrigation for sprinkling the water on the plants. The main purpose of this dipping irrigation is to save the water. You can see the farmer working on the crop. Here are different types of trees grown to create an appropriate microclimate. Then when these grow, here is the seller and here is the buyer. Seller gets a good income. Health-conscious consumers throughout the world are increasingly demanding for organic food in the market. So it's our duty to buy organic vegetables and fruits from the market, and we should avoid inorganic farming during the farming. Thank you.